right, so we have on page 34 the word bisect. It means to cut into 2 equal parts. Slope, again, like the other ones, you have to know when to use the formula. Okay, in this class, we're going to need the formula 2 times, slope twice. The first time we're going to need it, Damien, is when we're talking about steepness. Steepness, slope measures the steepness. Steepness is talking about a hill. So if you have to walk like this where my pencil's at, that's not steep at all. So like this, there's no steepness. Here, there's some steepness. And then this would be very, very steep if you were going to walk here. That's some steepness. That's very steep. Okay. If you were a person walking on it, that would be very steep. Okay, that's a little stick figure. So we need slope when we're talking about steepness. That's the first time. The second time we'll use it in this class is when we're trying to determine if something is parallel or perpendicular. That is next week. We'll talk about those words. Okay, if you don't know these words just yet, we've talked about parallel. That's when the lines don't touch. We'll talk about what that means for the slopes, just not this very second, but just a heads up. That's when we're going to need it for this class. All right, and so this is the formula. You have to use it correctly. I asked a couple of you if you remember the formula from last year. Here's the formula. You don't have to memorize it. It's y2 minus y1, bless you, over x2 minus x1. Please write that down, Ashton. I'm going to walk around and make sure you've written it. So I hope you've noticed that with all the formulas, the y's go together, the x's go together. Okay, it's not the same order as the points. The y's go together, the x's go together. Now, this is a, you could do like y minus y1 minus y2. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, but the y's have to go on top, x's go on bottom. Now, this is going to be written as a fraction, i.e. a rate. I.e. means that is in Latin. All right, so we're going to do an example. So I'm hoping you're noticing, look, all the y's always go together, the x's go together. This, instead of, this is going to be one whole thing together. Distance was one number. This is a fraction, and then midpoint is a point. The parentheses, the number, the comma, the number, the parentheses. So for this one, the steps are exactly the same on all 3 of them. First step, label x1, y1. Notice that the points come in x, y order. x2, y2. And then we're going to use the formula. So just like Ashanti said, as long as the y's go together, bless you, that's fine. X1, y1 minus y2, or y2 minus y1, the y's over x's. Ashton, please copy that. Then we're going to do an example together. You'll put this in your calculator for an extra credit check, and then there's your ticket out. So give me a number, Ashanti.
7.
Sure. Give me a number, Kayla.
2.
Okay, a number, Heaven.
1.
I'll make it negative for fun. And then Kayla, another number.
4.
All right, so then we're gonna label. So when we label, what goes first, Moo? X or Y? Perfect, X1, and then Damon, X1, and then Y1, and then Stephanie?
X2.
And then Arnaldo?
Y2.
Yeah, X1, Y1, X2, Y2, perfect. Then I'm gonna put them in the formula. So it's gonna be Y2. Ashton, can you tell me what Y2 is? Ashton, can you tell me what Y2 is? Can you tell me what Y2 is? Can you tell me what Y2 is? Y2 is 4 minus, Michelle, Y1. Yes, X2, Emily. Perfect. Minus Richard, X1. Perfect. All right. Just look up here. You're going to do it in the calculator, then you're going to get your extra credit check. Okay, if you have this in your decimals calculator. This one, you can put everything in the calculator at the same time and you're going to get your slope. Okay, and even the best part about the calculator is the calculator will reduce it all for you. So you're going to go to decimals. This one's not separate. This one's all together. So you press divide first. Hold on. 4 minus 3 over negative 20 minus 7. That's what you're going to put in the calculator. And then if you get a decimal, you can click this button and it'll make it into a fraction. We want fractions. We don't want decimals. Yeah. So, oops. First thing I type is fraction. And then 4 minus 3 over negative 20 minus 7. I get a decimal, but I click on the circle to make a fraction. And that's what I want. I'm assuming back in here, that's what we're doing right now. Oh, crap.